Howdy, and welcome to Daily Miles. First and foremost, thanks a bunch for listening and thanks a bunch for watching my travels and whatnot and my stories. I appreciate you. Secondly, I've got some news for you. TangoTopics.com is now online. You can go take a look at it. Links down below in the description. It took 6 weeks to do that, and trust me, it was not an easy task to put that site back online, to pull it out of mothballs and to put it back online. Item number 3, I'm leaving the country. I'm not sticking around. The last time I stuck around for it, it was 4 years of awfulness because it emboldened people to step out of their, outside of the societal norms of you don't call out somebody's race or gender or belittle them in public. Yeah, that didn't go well. I'll just give you a tiny little taste. About 6 weeks after his election, I was back in the States and I was riding a bus. And the bus, by that time, I was riding a bus almost every single day in the same bus. So you sort of get to know people. And without getting into the long short of the details, the bus was packed that day, and I knew most of the people around me except for the guy directly behind me, and it was packed. And we hit this bump in the road, and the whole bus swayed backwards, and I basically fell on top of him. And he starts screaming at me left, right, and center, you N-word this, you N-word that, yeah, la, 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 la. And it wasn't just him. It was the two guys behind him that I've seen on the bus for weeks at this point, screaming, left, right, and center that, you people should go back to the country you came from. And the bus is pretty much all white people at this point because of the neighborhood I was living in. And I'm like, yeah, that did not go over well.
Happened 3 days after his election this time. I had parked my van at a Walmart parking lot to go shopping, and when I came out, there was a couple that had parked directly behind me, leaving me that much space to open up my back doors. When I opened up the back doors and I started to transfer my shopping into the back of my van here, this woman and I'm assuming her husband came out and said, "Hey, N-word, don't you hit my car." And then it was a plethora of N-word this and N-word that. And that was loads of fun to listen to. And then she finished off her rant with, "I can't wait until you are all gone and deported." To which I responded with, "Ma'am, I was born here." To which she responded with, "It doesn't matter. You're all gonna die."
So it's been like that ever since for people of color. And the George Floyd issues exacerbated that when that happened. It just made it worse. And it brought to the forefront, and people don't seem to want to remember this. So rather than stick around for that noise, I'm leaving the country. I remember what it was like the last time. Not doing it this time. Nope. Mm-mm. It's that time of the year again when we must rake the leaves. So I'm giving my friend a little bit of a hand, raking the leaves and putting them in the bags. That's what I'm doing today. What are you doing today? Well, I'm offloading some stuff here. Solar panels, 2 solar panels, a flexible third one. This thing I'm really gonna miss. They don't make them anymore, so that thing is like a godsend to me. Some odds and ends in a box here. A whole bunch of cables and whatnot. My tripod. I'm gonna miss that guy. Clothes and some very important tools. Yeah, that's pulling out of here today. So most of that stuff's getting offloaded from the van, has been offloaded from the van. And
I gotta pull out of here today. Heading to Larry's. Heading to Larry's. So 2 more things to do. One is to drop off the van with Larry, and the other is, I know I've said that before, and the other is to get my passport in DC. So I have a lot of things to do between now and then, but mostly it's those 2 things. It's drop off the van, get the passport, and then get out of the country. Goodbye, dog. Alrighty, kitties. We're on our way. Bye, Nashville. Not like I saw you a whole lot. But, I gotta go. That's not gonna happen. Not gonna see it. Too much stuff in the way. Somehow or another, Lord knows how this happened, but I ended up in Missouri. I don't remember when I crossed over the state line. I don't know, because there were no state signs that said, welcome to Missouri. But clearly, I'm in Missouri. And you're going to say to me, Miles, what are you doing in Missouri? And I'm going to say to you, hold on a second. Let's get a picture of this. Yeah, New Florence. So for those of you who have been here since the moment go, oh wait, there's the actual sign to New Florence. Hold on a second. So you're gonna say to me, Miles, what are you doing in New Florence? And I'm gonna say to you, dropping off the van, Mr. Larry. So shortly, this journey will come to an end. This is where I started my journey. This is where I'm going to end my journey. That, kiddies, as they say, is that. I've got just another 5 miles to go to drop the van off, and then I fly out of here tomorrow. Catching a flight to DC.
Man, witness protection.
4 years ago, I came down this driveway in Larry's semi because we had come just from Texas, and we parked right here. And as we were pulling up, I saw my van for the very first time. You see, I didn't actually buy it here in Missouri. Larry did that. He actually talked me into it. I wasn't keen on this type of van. I had read too many things about it. But the moment I pulled up, the moment I saw it for the first time, I fell in love. And that was it. I was done. Besides, I had already spent the $2,700, so there you go. So it was then or nothing. So we spent the next 4 months building it out. And in the process, I ran out of money. Surprise. And Larry stepped up and helped me finish the van, loaned me a small pile of money, and in return, I paid him back as best I could, about half what he loaned me. So I'm giving him the van to pay off the rest of it. This is the end of an era. Miles' stories will continue. I don't know if I'll go back to van life or not, but, you know, never say never in that respect. But this isn't the end of an era for me. And that's it. Today I'm getting something that I didn't think that would ever happen. This is the conclusion of a long journey, which I'm not going to get into the story, but trust me, this is a whole thing. That took 10 years to do. Well, no, it took 8 years to do, not 10. It took 8 years to get that. Did not think that was going to happen. This is what I've been looking at all week. Kind of sort of nice, actually. Very calming, very soothing. Kind of sort of house sitting, dog sitting, waiting for my plane to leave. Could have left a little sooner, but chose not to. Chose to hang out. And look at that. Anyways, my flight leaves tomorrow, and I'm feeling a little scared, a little trepidatious. But before I go, hanging out at Mason's place, doing a couple of things, getting things squared away, and it's time to hit the road, or in this case, hit the happy skies. There's one thing left to do.
moment, we are preparing the aircraft for departure. We'll take another 5 to 10 minutes, and then we are looking for an early departure in Washington. Flight to Amsterdam will take 6 hours and 54 minutes to reach Amsterdam.
Goodbye. Amsterdam. I'm in. They let me in. Not even so much as a blink. Well, kitties, I made it to Berlin. Did not think that that was going to happen. Let's rewind the tape a little bit. I couldn't show you any of going through customs because that's illegal. But the customs line was like, 3 people deep. And he looked at my passport, looked at me, and went, "All right, come on in." It's like way cool. Alright. Here's my bag. No idea. I'll figure it out. Somewhere. I hope my bag got delivered here, otherwise it's sitting in Amsterdam. That would really suck. Alright, kitties. I got stuff to do. Thanks a bunch for listening. Thanks a bunch for watching. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.